Shalom everyone, this is Rabbi Yonatan here at Yonatan, standing next to this beautiful stained glass window depiction of Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat. And yes, this week we begin the story of Joseph with the Parsha of Vayeshev. And you'll probably remember about the beginning of this, the dreams that Joseph had, and of course all the bad things that his brothers did. But what you might have forgotten is that one of the first things that happens is that Joseph brings home a bad report to his father about his brothers, saying that their behavior was very bad. And in this book by Rabbi Aharoni Bernstein, Pamba Shavua, once a week, about the Parsha, he brings something very interesting, which is maybe obvious, but we need to remember it in our everyday lives, about Ayin Tova and Ayin Hara. So having a beneficent, a generous eye, a good eye, and also having an evil eye. We've been learning about this here in my shiurim, Saturday morning shiurim, about Musar, about Jewish ethics here, about how we need to see the world positively, and we need to look at things with a generous spirit and heart, rather than critically and in a difficult way. But Rabbi Aharoni also reminds us that it's not only what we think to ourselves about what's happening, but that other people have an effect on how we feel. He says, if someone comes up to you and tells you look terrible, your mood, your matzav ruach is going to plummet. And you're going to feel like you don't feel very good. He says in the same way, when Joseph went to his father and said that his brothers were misbehaving, in a way, he had a negative effect on his brothers, who then did terrible things. And he was partly responsible, according to Rabbi Aharoni, because Joseph had the opportunity to raise his brothers up through his words, or he had the possibility of really pushing them down. And then their actions would follow, their negative actions, which we saw when they threw him into the pit. Anyway, it's something to think about when we read this week. Something that we know, but something that we need to be reminded. So say something nice to somebody today, and this Shabbat, and maybe every day of the week. Shabbat Shalom.